Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. A little bit of Fidens up in this piece in the form of their Eugene's Axe Double IPA. Comes courtesy of my boy George. He was doing all Let's Go Everywhere all at once, all the time loop. Popped at Fidens. This dude is lucky. Let's see. Citra and Galaxy. It's a 8.5% double IPA. Fine Brewing's company, 10 Walker Way, Albany, New York. And they've moved to a newish spot in 905 on this sucker. We're, what's today's date? 9/9. So we're talking about a 4-day-old beer. Yeah, let's dive in and see what we got going on. Okay. It has been more than a minute since I've had some Fidens, but every time I've had stuff from them, it's been quite awesome, man. And it was really fun to throw an interview down at the last Beer Tube Palooza with Fidens. Actually, it was a year before. Man, it's been that long since we've been to Albany. So go check that out if you want to give it an old look-see or hear-see, because it is a podcast. Label-wise, it's pretty much what Fiden does. They have that kind of like barbed wire covered kind of axe hammer thing to do. You know, it's Fidens. And yeah, we haven't busted this one out in a little bit. That's potato leek soup, baby. Or butternut squash. You know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. That's kind of where that rolls. But man, we're talking about super hyper turbidity. You know, just under index finger of super fluffy, creamy white head. I mean, it looks all the part of ultra New England style haze. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Kind of expected that. That's what Fidens does. Not that they don't do other things. You know, they do lagers from them, stouts, all that kind of stuff. But they're known for their haze, and this definitely looks the part of ultra new school haze. Give it a whirl. Head comes back with, again, I'll use this word again recently, a plum. I don't know why I want to use that word, because I usually want to kick somebody's ass for using that word. Anyway, let's see if we can get a nose. Yeah, I mean, it's all the hops are belong to us. You know, it's just you're getting big, danky, weedy vibes, but you're getting a huge amount of like a fruit medley that's heavily leaning in a tropical fruit, kind of creamsicle, kind of citrus kind of vibes to it. It has that kind of touch of that kind of softer edge kind of sweetness to it, so it has that kind of oated / milk sugar / brewer sugar, not overly sharp kind of sweetness to it. I mean, it just smells like a big, huge, rich, new school, ultra. Let's try to drop out all that bitterness, even though I get that little bit of precursor of weediness. Kind of New England style hazy. Let's dive in. Cheers, Joe. Okay. We are not afraid of bitterness here. It's actually got a decent amount of bitterness for the kind of beer it is. One of the coolest things about it is that it's sweet enough. That's right. Turkish. I'm sweet enough. But it's undersweetened for a 8.5% hazy New England style IPA. First things first, even though that's not the first thing I said. Mouthfeel's to die for. Super lush, pillowy, soft, satiny silkiness. This sets you up for just a really, really well done New England style hazy. I'm almost hesitant to call it that because of the decent amount of bittering that's here, but we'll talk about it. Again, we jump into the fruit side of things. It is very much that creamsicle-y kind of, more like pineapple-y orange than orange, and with that tropical fruitiness. But again, got to keep in mind here, undersweetened for that style. So it's not like straight up fruit juice. It has those kind of elements going on for it, but it's not overly sweet, so you don't get this kind of huge sweet on sweet on sweet kind of thing. I really dig on that, especially when you combine that kind of greenness here. Again, we're talking about that nice kind of beester / danky weed kind of mixture. Little Bubba Kush, something along those lines, in combination with burps. And that fruit juiciness that's undersweetened. Again, keep that in mind. It's a really, really, really fun hazy. Because more often than not, a lot of these new style, ultra New England style, super turbid hazies tend to lean quite a bit sweet. That's not the case here. it really has this big, boisterous kind of hop presence, both on the grain side of things and the fruit side of things, without getting overly sweet. And what does that make it? It makes it infinitely drinkable, even at 8.5%. It's drinking at its weight class. It's not like it's drinking below 8.5. It's absolutely hitting its marks. But since it has a sweetness, but not under attenuated to the point where it's just really, really overly sweet, I dig it. Honestly, it's probably one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. It's absolutely 100% Mount Rushmore status. And just honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, no shit, Sherlock, it's Fidens, you're just going to like it, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's the case. I think a lot of these breweries, they're fallible, you know what I mean? It can be mistakes. So, and when you make that kind of assumption, I think you throw away the thing that when breweries are notably really good at specific style of beer, and beer in general, tend to be a little bit more kind of picky, a little bit harder on them. If this is a brewer I've never had anything from before, I'd, have a little bit of like, okay, let's see what else they got besides this one beer, but we have a nice history with Fidens, and to get something like this well made, it, this style of beer, this ultra turbid new school hazy IPA, but have a decent amount of echoing of past IPAs that weren't super hazy, with that bitterness, with that decent amount of attenuation. Just absolutely fantastic beer. I'm here for it. Thank you very much, George, for dropping this on me. Very, very happy, and glad I got some. It's been a while since I've had some Fidens. Hopefully, we'll have Beer Tube Palooza coming in about a month's time down in Philly. I'm sure a bunch of people from New England area, Kyle, I'm looking at you, upstate New York area, bring some Fidens down. We'll have a little bit of run at it from there. But in the grand scheme of things, yeah, like I said, not Rushmore status on IPA in general, but double IPA for sure. Valued availability, I actually don't know. If people in the know of Fidens knows what this costs as a single or 4-pack, please let me know, and leave you with, I should say, if you like what you like this. If you like New School Haze. I mean, there's really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I could see maybe a couple people not liking the sweetness level in this, being a little bit tempered, but in the grand scheme of things, I still think you're getting an absolutely fantastic hazy double IPA. I'm here for it. So there you go. Fidens, have you been to the brewery? I have, but I haven't been to their new spot. Have you been to the new spot? What's that like? Have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? What's your favorite beer? Any of all of that down there. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Albany beers right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers, all.